Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So in this video, I'd like to discuss with you something I found out about Max, more specifically, what she's been up to after the events of Life is Strange 1. Now, we know from the reveal stream that she's been living a nomadic life, and depending on what ending we get, it's still going to be the same. She's traveling around and taking photos, and that's how she ends up getting a job at Colden University because of Safi's mum. How she finds out about her, I'm not too sure. But if I had to take a guess, Max had been going to different art galleries across the country, showing off her work and trying to get recognized. There's actually a conversation David will have with Chloe in Life is Strange 2. That's if you sacrifice Arcadia Bay. Now this phone call David has with Chloe, it's one-sided, so we don't hear her voice. But we learn that she's been traveling with Max, and they're currently in New York, but the gallery turned down her photos, so they might try Texas next, or even make their way down to Louisiana. Now, while I was looking over the live stream gameplay again, this is the part with Hannah Tell where she's introduced, and it's early on. You can see there's a photo and a plaque, and it's of Max, and it gives a brief history about what she's been up to. Now, this was really hard for me, not really hard, but it was difficult to get down what the plaque was saying. Missing two words, but I'm confident I got most of it right, so I want to read what this plaque says. After receiving her first camera at age 6, Connie Tax T2, Maxine Caulfield has sought to capture a life that evades explanation. From the recent green hell of the recession area Pacific Northwest to the ancient industrial wastelands of the Rust Belt, she has restored meaning to empty places, illuminating the plights of everyday people living on the brink of change. A winner of the IPA Award and a National Geographic Fellowship, she is currently Colden University's something artist in residence. And while this information is not as much as I'd like to know, it's better than nothing. So we can assume that if you chose to sacrifice Arcadia Bay, Max and Chloe were always on the road, never finding a place to call their own. They just kept moving and moving until Max eventually went to Colden University. Now we don't know what Chloe's up to, but Max has been at Colden University for 6 months, so that's at least 7 to 8 years she's been on the road, because we know that Max here would be about 26, 27. It really all depends on what the month and year is, whether or not the game takes place before or after her birthday. Now, one of the things I plan to do when I start up the game, regardless of whether I choose sacrifice Arcadia Bay or sacrifice Chloe, I'm going to be reading the journal first off, because I want to know exactly what's going on here with Max, like what she did after Life is Strange 1. But it's good to know we get a little more context, even if it's just a little. And I'm quite curious to know, now that I bring this up, did Max stay at Blackwell University after Chloe died? Because we know, like from, as I mentioned earlier, she and Chloe hit the road after the storm destroyed Arcadia Bay. They don't bother staying behind. But would Max finish studying at Blackwell and then head off and do a nomadic life? Because it's stated that's what she's been doing these past few years, but I'm very interested to see what the slight difference would be when the game comes out and how that would tie into the story. So that's it for this video, a little short one, but I thought I'd let you all know right away, no beating around the bush. And let me know what you think about this in the comments below. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.